Hey guys, Sethly here, back with another Apex Legends video. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Now in today's video, we're going to be going over some Season 4 lore updates we've been getting over Twitter, as well as a few other things. But before we get into it, I wanted to let you guys know we did just post the 7th episode of the Squadcast podcast, the Apex Legends podcast I do with my homies and my IRL brother Quadam FT, as well as iLoot Games and J Miles, some other YouTubers. So definitely go ahead and check out that episode number 7. We cover a lot of stuff, including an actual trailer leak of Season 4 that has something to do with Forge and Revenant. So definitely make sure to go check out that podcast after this video. I'll link it down below, but let's go ahead and get right into it. So starting out with Forge, if you guys didn't know, they did the Season 4 reveal announcement, the dev stream, as well as a post about a bunch of stuff they are going to have in Season 4. So definitely check out my other video where I cover all of that if you guys haven't already seen it. But within this, they did announce the Season 4 legend, or supposedly the Season 4 legend. A lot of people don't think it actually is this person, but we'll have to wait and see because this lore is getting a bit confusing. So I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Make sure to let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. So the new legend is Forge. He's confident yet humble. Forge uses his size, strength, and heavy-duty shatter gauntlets to batter his opponents into submission. So that is just the description they gave of the character on the EA website. And then they also said in the dev stream that he is a 5-time Hyper Fighting Federation champion, and he is the first legend to ever be sponsored by a company sponsored by Hammond Robotics, which if you guys didn't see my other video where I cover the map update to World's Edge, well, if you guys didn't see that one, there's actually a bunch of signs around that map that say Hammond Robotics, and there will be construction soon. So that is pretty interesting. That's another connection to Forge. So it looks like Respawn really is going all out for Season 4 and the 1-year anniversary, as they are doing a lot of lore stuff on Twitter. They actually changed their official Twitter account name to Outlands Television. The bio of their account is now OTV, obviously Outlands Television, keeping the people of the Outlands informed, entertained, and inspired since 2715. And they changed the logo. It is pretty cool. If you guys didn't know, the Outlands is a cluster of different planets outside of the frontier, which is where the Titanfall games take place. So the Outlands is like the outermost area of that where Apex Legends or the Apex games takes place. So clearly they are going to be covering all of the news before Season 4 on their Twitter account, and I'll keep you guys updated with everything else, but they have made a few posts as of right now. They started out with a tweet saying, "In just a few weeks, legends collide as James the Forge McCormick makes his debut in the Apex games. How will he stack up against the rest? We met up with him to get his thoughts on the competition." And then they show basically 3 pictures of a lineup of the fighters Forge versus different legends, including Gibraltar, Pathfinder, and Bangalore, and they do give us a bit more information about each character in the pictures. Starting off, they give us the basic statistics and measurements of each legend. Obviously, Forge and Gibraltar is the first one, as you guys can see on screen. Forge is 28, he's 6'5", he weighs 269 pounds, he has a striking force of 1700 psi, he's an assault class, and he has 1.1 second draw speed, which I'm not too sure what that means. Maybe a weapon they are talking about, I'm not too sure. And then Gibraltar is 30 years old, he's 6'5", he weighs 292 pounds, and he's a striking force of 870, so nearly half of what Forge has, and he's defense class as well. He has a draw speed of 2.4 seconds. And then Forge's little message, he says, on the lineup, he says, "I don't put others down to raise myself up. Never dim somebody else's light so you can shine. Just shine." That's a Jimmy McCormick original. You're welcome. And then Gibraltar said, "Nice and kind are admirable qualities when trying to get into heaven, not as much in a blood spot. This guy's not even on my radar." So Gibraltar is pretty confident. Another thing I did want to mention on all of these pictures, it says brought to you by Hammond Robotics, exclusive report 0822-0891. And then it also says, "Here at Hammond Robotics, we integrate corporate accountability into everything we do with our truly universal reach and importance. We take our position seriously. Integrity, diversity, respect, trust, and safety." So that is their motto for Hammond Robotics, which is pretty interesting since it seems like they clearly are sponsoring a lot of fighting, which doesn't seem very safe, which is kind of funny and contradictory. But now let's get on to Pathfinder, and they say they don't know his age. He's 6'2". He weighs 937 pounds, which is absolutely insane. I guess it makes sense since he is a robot. He has a striking force of 1450 psi. His class is support, and he has a draw speed of 0.9 seconds. And his message is it's stronger, it's faster, it's made of steel, and doesn't bleed. It also can't evolve. It can't think for itself. It can't strategize, adapt, or listen to its gut. It has no brain. You think I'm going to let 2 tons of nuts and bolts get the jump on me? Let me tell you something. It'll be a cold day on Talos before some robot gets the better of McCormick. So that is a bit confusing for me. I thought it was actually Pathfinder saying that, but it kind of seems like Forge is the one saying that about Pathfinder. But the final one we have is Bangalore, and Bangalore is 38 years old. She looks really great for her age, I gotta say. She's 6 foot tall. She weighs 180. She has a striking force of 775 psi. She is demolition class and a draw speed of 0.7 seconds. And then her message is, full disclosure, Williams and I once had a thing. It's been a few years and I'm sure she's moved on. I hope she has at least, but my fans should know and it won't impact my performance in the field. So it looks like Forge is telling us that he and Bangalore actually previously dated, which is pretty funny. It's a nice little connection, but he's still going to end up fighting her, which is honestly kind of insane. But we also did get one more tweet earlier today. Apex tweeted out, or actually Outlands Television tweeted out, the opening of the brand new Hammond Robotics facility in Solus has been put on hold after a break-in caused millions of dollars in damage. When asked for comment, Hammond Robotics declined. So that is pretty interesting. It is kind of contradictory to their saying that here at Hammond Robotics, we integrate corporate accountability into everything we do. So clearly they aren't telling the truth about something since they don't want to make a comment on what happened to their big facility that was supposed to be made. So this is definitely interesting. It definitely is something hinting towards some connection with Forge and the Apex games. Make sure to let me know your guys' theories and concepts down below. I will be keeping you guys updated on everything else that they give us out on Twitter and any updates we do get on this lore and what's going on with Season 4. So it looks like Hammond Robotics will be playing a really big part in Season 4. I personally kind of still have a little theory that Revenant is still the character for Season 4 and Hammond Robotics is playing some sort of trick or something like that, or maybe it's the Hammond Robotics and the Syndicate at war and they kind of take down Forge and they take out Hammond Robotics and the Syndicate comes in with Revenant, or maybe even a Revenant is from Hammond Robotics. There's a lot of different possibilities with this lore and backstory of the characters and Season 4, so definitely make sure to let me know what you guys think. One more thing I did want to let you guys know, they did also tweet out earlier today that in celebration of the Lunar New Year, OTV has partnered with the Syndicate, which is another connection to lore. They're really going deep into this, but they say they've partnered with the Syndicate to release a limited time charm in honor of the Year of the Rat. Legends can now get them through February 1st. I'm not too sure if this is actually in the store or you can just straight up get these charms for free for the 1-year anniversary. I haven't gotten on to see, but either way, they are pretty nice charms. Might be in the store or you guys might get them for free. Definitely let me know if you guys do have them in your locker or your inventory of skins. But that's pretty much all we got right now on Lore, Forge, and Season 4 and all the new stuff that has been announced. I'm definitely really excited for Season 4. They're really hyping it up, and I think they're honestly just going to go all out for the 1-year anniversary. Clearly, they've already started with that, going very in-depth into the backstory of what's actually happening and how these updates are coming out, like how we get a new map and a new character. It's really cool how they are expanding on. But if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button. It really does help me out a ton. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell for daily Apex videos. Before I end off this video, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a quick clip from the Squadcast podcast episode number 7 that did go live earlier today. Hope you guys do enjoy this clip and make sure to go check out that full podcast, link in the description. It's been your boy Sethly and I'm out. Legend Forge is confirmed for Season 4.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. I think there is definitely some twist here that we don't know about. And I just sent you guys some interesting stuff too in chat that has not been seen yet. I just put it out publicly. Let me open up his abilities real quick. Okay, so he has pull shot, short range grapple that pulls enemies into you or can be used to launch yourself into the air. And then he has ground slam, press crouch while airborne to slam into the ground below. And he has KO punch, jump forward in a direction, press crouch while airborne to slam into the ground. Use your enhanced legs to jump forward in a direction. Press crouch while airborne to slam to the ground. Same thing. Bull rush in a straight line. If you hit an enemy along the way, press again to do an uppercut, launching you into the air. And then enhance your melee to do more damage the lower your health is. Dealing melee damage gives you a temporary overshield. And then we have Victory Rush. Killing a player with a melee attack restores your health and gives you a 30% speed boost for 10 seconds. Now, how the hell does this fit into the meta at all? Literally, all his abilities are only going to be useful when he hits the ground. And